Welcome to my kitchen. I am Amani the Calorie Queen, and today I am making a creamy lemon pasta primavera. It is so delicious, it is nutritious and light and under 500 calories. This is a vegetarian dish, but I will be using butter and heavy whipping cream. So like, share, and subscribe this video, and let's get cooking. So today I'm using Ditalini pasta. It's little pasta and it's cute and it tastes good. So first things first, let's boil the pasta. Boil the pasta. The best way to cook pasta, people have argued over it for centuries, but the best way that I found is to start with cold water. I'm gonna use a full cup of the Ditalini. This recipe serves two, so if you have more, just add half a cup for each person that you are serving. You can use any pasta, just weigh it or measure it for accurate calorie count. A little sea salt in that water. And we'll just let that start boiling. The best part about using a pot like this is while the pasta is boiling, I can steam my vegetables on top. I have this old school vegetable steam basket that I got from an Asian market. I have other steamers, but this I can just sit on top of a pot while it's boiling, and it gets the veggies ready quick. While that is underway, I'm going to start preparing the vegetables to be steamed. And I'm chopping broccoli, and I'm chopping broccoli. Now, some of you will get that old school Saturday Night Live reference, and some of you won't. And it's fine, my mom will get it. I chopped up big chunks of broccoli because it is a central focus of this recipe, especially for the people who are not adding a protein to this. It will give you that fullness and that bulk and be very hearty. I used 2 cups of broccoli, and obviously I chopped up too much broccoli, which is totally fine because broccoli stores very well. So I'm just going to put it in a container for another day. And I really love to use fresh broccoli over frozen. It just has a better flavor and consistency to me. I use shiitake mushrooms for this because that's what I had on hand, but you could really use any kind of mushroom that you like. The pasta is steaming. I've got broccoli and shiitake mushrooms. Just put that on top and let that steam away. Okay, so next, I'm going to chop up some garlic because garlic makes everything better. So we'll use 1 clove. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add some sun-dried tomatoes to this. Sun-dried tomatoes. Yum. Let those steam and get delicious. Now we've got our broccoli and our mushrooms going and our Ditalini pasta. So a little garlic. Okay. Chop up this garlic. Okay. Got about half a cup of heavy whipping cream. About 2 tablespoons of fresh squeezed lemon juice. So the veggies are looking pretty good. Okay. Veggies are looking pretty good. Test them out to see how tender they are. Broccoli still needs a little bit of steam. I'm hungry, y'all.
So I guess now I'll leave it alone and let it cook. You can let the Ditalini boil for about 10 minutes, and that's plenty of time for the vegetables to steam.
I haven't eaten at all today because I'm doing intermittent fasting. So I'm going to add a salmon fillet to my pasta primavera. So if you have a little leeway in your calorie count for today, go ahead and add some protein. Shrimp is a good option. Of course, salmon is always a winner. Be creative. Chicken goes well too. I'm gonna test those veggies to see if they're done. Okay. Ditalini is done. I'm gonna strain the Ditalini and then set it aside. Okay, so I use that same pot, little sizzle. I use that same pot and just saute the garlic and make the sauce. So I'm gonna use a tablespoon of butter, and I like to cut it up into these handy chunks right out of the package so that I know exactly how much I'm using. We'll just let that melt. Okay. Let's take another peek at our veggies. They are beautiful and green, good and healthy. What matters is that this is delicious and low calorie, okay? And you don't feel like you've been cheated out of all of the yummy stuff. The cream and the pasta, you still get to eat it. So we'll go ahead and saute the garlic. That was 1 clove of garlic. Move that around so it doesn't burn. Make sure the heat is not on too high. So now the butter and the garlic are ready for, we're gonna use a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. Let's kind of let that sizzle a little bit. Sizzle on up. Let it sizzle. Let that start to bubble up a little bit. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Let that simmer. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Of course, I prefer sea salt. And just let that simmer and sizzle for a little while.
At this point, you can see the sauce starting to bubble and thicken up a little bit. And now it's time to add our pasta back into the pot. Whatever pasta you use, just add that back into the sauce. And then add in your vegetables. Make sure that they are nice and tender. At this point, you just stir it, let the ingredients merge, and taste it to see if there's anything else you might want to add.
Maybe add a little onion powder, because I like seasonings. Add a little onion powder. Onion powder never hurt anybody. Maybe a little bit more salt. Just a taste. Mix that up a bit. And like I said, this goes great with any protein that you add to it. Just know that this part is less than 500 calories. So I'll put the exact calorie count in the description, but this is healthy, fresh, and delicious. Okay, y'all, it's on a plate and ready to eat, light and lovely, so that you can be light and lovely. Voila! Delicioso. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.